Another day and another scandal at the heart of the SNP in Scotland. Yes, another senior politician linked to Humza Yousaf's cabinet has been forced to resign after stealing £11,000 from the taxpayer. Yes, this is Michael Matheson, a politician, senior politician in Scotland, who's been pushing for Scottish independence and has been using the British taxpayers to enjoy his gravy train in the Scottish administration. The problem we have with politicians, generally speaking, these days in the West is they have all these moral loopholes where they say, well, my salary is being paid by the taxpayer. Despite that, I'm going to be extremely rude to the voters, extremely treacherous, but also I can still do expenses, right? That's not stealing. It's just me using it for my own everyday, even if it's for my family or myself, like Angela Rayner. Yes, the Health Secretary Michael Matheson in Scotland has been forced to quit and resign after an investigation into his iPad data roaming bill scandal. Now you might say, well, that's not a big deal. It's just data roaming. iPad? That can't be expensive, can it? Wow, the Hollywood investigation into the huge cost initially incurred by a taxpayer actually discovered that around £11,000 was actually spent for using taxpayers' money on his family holiday in Morocco for using the internet. Literally, iPad data roaming. He eventually conceded that his children had used the device to stream football and paid back their money. Oh, good. Oh, such a lovely man. Now that he's got caught, of course I'll pay back the money. By the way, the money is paid. It's still from the taxpayers because their salary is paid for by the taxpayers. Now, in his resignation statement, he told Humza Yousaf that having requested that the Scottish Parliament corporate body review my data roaming charges from last year, I am conscious that this process will conclude in the coming weeks. I have still not received the findings of their review, however. It is in the best interest of myself and the government for me to now step down to ensure this does not become a distraction to taking forward the government's agenda. Oh, but that's a shame. What about Humza Useless? What is he saying? Oh well, poor Humza is actually very sad indeed. He said, "It is with sadness that I accept your resignation from the role of Cabinet Secretary for NHS Recovery, Health and Sport." Are they just randomly adding titles to existing jobs these days? It's a completely chaotic situation. Now, an interesting thing about this is the SNP politicians, like the Labour Party and all the hypocrites, the Tories and all of them. When, for example, a Tory minister gets into trouble, Humza Yousaf, Nicola Sturgeon, all of them, they all jump on the bandwagon saying the tiniest scandal, it's some sort of controversial comment about women being women. They say, resign, this is the end of the world as we know it. But when it comes to themselves, oh, it's so sad that you have to go. Oh, my dear colleague Michael, not that, you're corrupt, you're crooked. It doesn't matter. It's still very sad to lose you. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.